The emperor became ill. The illness nailed him to the bed. The doctors started treating him. Day after day, they tried to help, but he didn't get any better. Days passed, and months passed, and years passed, and the emperor remained lying paralyzed. He had conquered so many countries. He had brought whole peoples to their knees. Having captured half the world, he appeared to be helpless in the face of the illness. One day, he grew furious with his condition. "Cut off the heads of all the doctors who have treated me and put them on the city wall." And soon, miles and miles of the city wall turned white from the sun-dried skulls of the physicians. Another day, the emperor called for his head vizier. "Where are your doctors, vizier?" "Oh, my master, there are none left after you gave the order to execute them." "That was well done. But isn't there even one left?" "No, not a single one worth your glance left in the whole country." "You said no one worth my glance? What do you mean?" "My master, in the whole country there is only one doctor left. He lives not far away." "Can he heal?" "Yes, he can. I visited him once, but he is so rude, ill-bred, and badly behaved. And not long ago he said that he knew the secret to healing the emperor himself." "Then why didn't you tell me?" "But if I bring him here, you, my master, will execute him because of his behavior." "I promise not to do that. Bring him here." Some time later, the vizier brought the doctor. "They say you can heal." Silence was the answer. "Why do you remain silent? Answer," ordered the emperor. "My master, I forbade him to open the mouth," said the vizier. "Talk, I allow it. Are you able enough to heal me?" "You may doubt my ability to rule the country because you are an emperor. But why do you, with your emperor's mind, get into medical issues? How can you know anything about them?" During all the time of the emperor's reign, no one had dared to say anything against him, or talk to him in such an impertinent manner. "Guard!" shouted the emperor furiously. "Cut off his head! No, first impale him, then pour boiling oil over him, and then cut him into pieces." The guard had taken the doctor and was about to execute him. Looking at the emperor, he said in a taunting voice, "Hey, I am your last hope. You can kill me, but apart from me there is no one left who can heal you. And I could make you better today." The emperor calmed down at once. "Set him free." The doctor was set free. "Start your treatment. You said you could cure me today." "But first you must accept my 3 conditions. Only then will I start the treatment." Having suppressed another fit of temper and grinding his teeth, the emperor roared, "Speak!" "Order the swiftest stallion in your country and a small bag of gold to be placed beside the palace gates." "What for?" "It's a present for me. I love horses." "But if you cure me, I'll give you a herd of 40 horses all laden with bags of gold." "That can come later. You can send them after me. My second condition is that during the course of treatment, no one may stay in the palace. And what is the reason for this? During the treatment, you may suffer from pain and will cry. That is so no one will see you in a weak state. Fine. What else? The third one is that on the pain of death, your men will not come if you call, and only after 1 hour will they start carrying out your orders. Explain this one to me. They may prevent me from doing what I should, and the treatment will not be accomplished. The emperor accepted the doctor's terms and asked everyone to leave the palace. They remained alone. Begin, said the emperor. Begin what, you old fool? Who told you I could heal? You have fallen into my trap. I have 1 hour. I have been waiting for so long for time to come when I can punish you for all you have done, you disgusting bloodsucker. The emperor grew pale with indignation and helplessness. Understanding the situation he was in, it was useless to cry out. Even if the servants heard him, they would not come to his assistance, because he himself had forbidden them on pain of death to carry out his orders. Mustering all his strength, he turned his head to look around and find a way to resist such refined insidiousness. You are a dead beast, yet you are still moving, said the doctor, kicking the emperor. The emperor was in pain from the kick. Suddenly he noticed some armor standing by his bed. He would only need to take his dagger to chop the liar's legs off. Spurred by the will to punish the offender, he started stretching his arms toward the stand. Oh, apparently you can move your arm, you rotten log, said the doctor scornfully. For so long I've been dreaming of spitting in your emperor's ugly mug. And the doctor spat in the emperor's face with all the hatred in his heart. Never in his life had the emperor felt so humiliated. He made a sound like a wounded animal and ground his teeth. Gathering all his strength, he moved himself, crawled down off his bed, and dragged himself along his elbows. He tried to reach the armor. I'll smite you, he growled. I'll cut you into small pieces myself. Having grasped the stand with his arms, he managed to pull himself up onto his weak legs. With trembling arms, he took out the sword. But when he turned around, there was nobody there. With a great effort, he shuffled to the door. Oh, how sorry he was that he had fallen into the scoundrel's trap and given him one of his swiftest steeds. Understanding that after 1 hour no one would catch the rascal, he hobbled to the first horse he saw and tried to mount it. But all his strength had gone. He was not as strong as he once was. He grasped the horse's mane in his teeth, pulled himself up with his weak arms, and got into the saddle. And suddenly he felt the spirit of the great warrior awake inside him. He felt the spirit of the great warlord. Where has he gone? Cried the emperor to the only guard left at the gate in the city wall. The latter, afraid to say a word, just nodded to the road which the fugitive had taken, and the emperor rode off in pursuit. With every minute, he felt himself growing stronger and stronger. And suddenly he realized, my God, for 20 years I haven't been in the saddle. For 20 years I haven't seen a horse's mane in front of me. For 20 years I haven't held a sword in my hand. For 20 years I haven't felt a gust of wind on my face. At that moment he heard a sound behind him long since forgotten. It was the clatter of horses' hooves and salutary cries which grew nearer and nearer. Hundreds of his marshals were riding behind him with their swords held high, exclaiming, "Long live the Emperor!" When they caught up with him, they saw that he was lying in the dust on the road, jerking his arms and legs, hardly able to breathe from unrestrained laughter. "Well done, Doctor, you cunning fox. You are worth a whole caravan of gold."